Huddle up, Steelers Nation. It's Tank and Mike for Steelers Chalk Talk, coming this fall on 22 The Point every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. I'm Tank Tantlinger. I played left bench at Pitt. He's Mike. You got any college football experience?
A little bit.
Yeah, where?
Rutgers University.
What position?
Quarterback.
Okay, that's better than me playing left bench at Pitt. Hey, I also worked for the NFL Players Association. Got any NFL experience?
Yeah, actually I do. I actually played in the first preseason game here at the stadium.
For who?
The Detroit Lions.
Play for anybody else?
The soon to be what the old Pittsburgh Steelers was with Bill Cowher, Dan Campbell. Like what he's doing up in Detroit. And we'll talk about the Steelers, but I'm going to throw in some Detroit stuff here and there.
Hey, guess what? Mike also played quarterback for the Eagles and the Vikings. Former NFL quarterback Mike McMahon, Tank Tantlinger, in your living rooms, in your basements, in your Steeler caves every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. on 22 The Point. Say huddle up, Mike.
Huddle up, Randy. Huddle up.
We'll see you then. Formal. I should just go like that.
I know, exactly.
Thanks.
Hey, first of all, thanks for knocking me over, Tank.
Ow! My hands!
I fall over very easy nowadays.
Ow!
Yeah, right.
He's a guard. He comes up. His first move is here, into the neck, into the neck. That's what he's.
Then here.
That's right.
Didn't he bite a ref once?
Well, he might have. He had it. But Conrad's whole theory was the fact is, if I get to your throat, then I control you. You know, because you can't do it inside. So, the illegal hit was here. It just happened to slip up around here like that. Right
I could tell you a story about me and Dobler in a car, like a Yugo in Orlando, but I can't. Oh yeah,
that's right.
It's a story, but I can't tell you here because it's inappropriate. Because they're too often that they're just boom, and there's nobody around.
Well, you gotta. That's part of the issues. You need to throw to a spot in the NFL. The game's too fast. You're not supposed to look at your receivers. So as a quarterback, when you're dropping back in the NFL, you're not supposed to be looking at. You're supposed to be looking at the defense. Okay. All right. I'm gonna. Is it man? Is it zone? Because man-to-man's one thing. All right, well, yeah, you will find your receiver late. You got to put it over, get it out front, and put it on them. However, when it's zone, and you got to get your eyes to that area. You got to find the Mike, the Sam, the Will, the plugger, the strong safety. Is it Robber? Who's the free guy in man coverage? You have to find that. Because here's the thing, if I just scan my receiver and I'm just following with my eyes, well, the safety, the free guy is going to follow my eyes and pick me blind. So you have to be able to look off, and you have to trust your receivers to be in a certain spot. And then as you are starting that throw, your eyes are coming back and finding the receiver, and then you're releasing it, and that's how it goes, and you're throwing to that spot. So there is a little bit, if he's throwing the spots, I think it's great because the receivers, that's their job to get there, and he's expecting them to be there. And again, that comes down to the offense, the coordinating of the offense, the details of the offense. How are they practicing it? Are they allowing guys to freelance and break routes off? That's the key. And
let's get it, Bill. Okay, we line up first and go with the two. There's a handoff to Tank, the fullback. He takes the right guard and the nose tackle into the end zone, and they fall together in a big pile up for a touchdown. Oh, Pitt! Oh my God! I finally scored a touchdown for Pitt.
You know what, we were pleasantly surprised. The Steelers, of course, have brought 4 quarterbacks into camp this year. The 4th quarterback out of the University of Samford, not Stanford, Samford. He's a little fellow, he's about 6 foot tall.
Devlin Hodges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they list him at 6'1". He doesn't quite look it, but and he looks a little thicker than that normal quarterback.
Remember Sonny Jurgensen from the Washington Redskins?
But I'll tell you, he reminds me, he has a little bit of a Favre to him. Reminds me a little bit of a Baker Mayfield. He's got good movement. He finds throwing lanes. He's short, but he can even move in the pocket, find the lane, and get the ball to the receiver. He gets it out quick as well. So to me, it's a pleasant surprise.
And how they built the organization.
Yeah, the thing about that you realize when you walk into the Steelers facility, whether it's here or it's Three River Stadium 37 years ago, is the humility of the organization. I'll never forget my first day at Three River Stadium. It was before the draft. The Steelers brought in 3 players for a physical and to meet Chuck Knoll and to see if they were going to draft us. And it was me, Ted Walton, and Nate Johnson.
I think he's on the conversation of a guy like the Sam Laporta up in Detroit. He can block, he can help you out in the passing game, especially with the weapons they have on the outside with George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. You're gonna, when they have success, you know, it's going to open things up even more for him.
Yes.
And I think by force feeding the ball to Pickens early in the game will help Freiermuth later in the game. But I think it's definitely, again, a young quarterback. They always say a young quarterback's best friend is the tight end. It is a weapon in the passing game. It's like a security blanket. You know, you're attacking the middle of the field. You can get mismatches with a guy that has some good height, some good speed, and he's got good hands. So again, keep it mixed up. You got the yards going now. Attack in the red zone. Have a couple little wrinkles down there. I know most teams typically do, but again, that red zone production needs to go up, and a lot of time it comes up when the tight end gets the ball more.
All right, Charlie, I got a line in my head. Cowboys, hippies, rebels, and Yanks, and I can't remember the next line. How's that go?
Go and put your hand on it. Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
And I think you're finally gonna understand. You're darn right. Charlie Daniels, why did you write that line? Why? There's so many teams. Why us?
I have been asked that a lot. The reason for it is because I've been to football games in Pittsburgh. I've done the national anthem at football games in Pittsburgh. And I always felt like I've sit in the stands with the crowd in Pittsburgh Steelers games. And I've always felt like if I had to go fight a war, these are the people I want to take with me. Hoorah! This is America. This is the Americans that will get up and put a rifle on their shoulder and march off to war. And if I had to go, I want them to go with me. That's the crowd I want.
Hoorah!
Not the ones up in the boxes, but
Number 58 for your Pittsburgh Steelers was a bad man. Flip that around, Mike. Jack Lambert would knock your teeth out. Or Super Bowl, he throws the kicker to Cliff Harris on the ground.
Why did you tell me to turn it around? You know, if you don't know who 58 is for Pittsburgh, then you're not allowed to get this.
Yeah, you're not allowed to get this. Look, this is really simple. Log on to Facebook and like Steelers Chalk Talk with me and, well, I'm Tank, he's Mike, that's the Lambert jersey. Like and share the Steelers Chalk Talk Facebook page.
Andy, there's a famous picture of you, Jack Ham, and Jack Lambert that, from what you've been told, is one of the most famous pictures in Steelers history, right? Three of you in a locker room. When was that game after? Do we know?
No, I don't remember when that took place, but Lambert was probably just for his first couple of years. I was a rookie in '63, and he was a rookie in 72 or 3.
Yeah.
So I was almost 10 years older.
Take him to Dairy Queen for ice cream. What does Bear do? He goes, "Ah!" He loses his mind. That's what I think was going on in Matt Canada's head every time he played a call to play. Huddle up, Steelers Nation. It's Tank and Mike for Steelers Chalk Talk.